Monday morning, we are eastbound and down, headed to Florida, in search of what's cool and weird in America. No, not really. It is kind of cool. Is Dad's CB shop. People actually still use CBs. It's pretty cool. We are heading down to Mopar legend, the late Dan Dvorak's race engine shop, machine shop. And kind of sad, Dan passed away in 2021. And shop's been sitting in mothballs for the last few years. His daughters tried selling the business without any luck. And now they sold the real estate, and what's left in the shop gotta go. So we're just stopped for a quick break here at Richmond Hill Travel Center in Richmond Hill, Georgia. And gonna grab me some Fuddruckers for lunch. And we're gonna keep on keeping on with the hammer down. And when we get to Dan's shop, we'll check in with you guys, and I'm gonna do a little documentary on what's going on down there, and the show in the closed up shop. And it's kind of sad when you see these old machine shops close up, and unfortunately the great minds of our sport, mechanical minds, pass away, and the knowledge goes with them, and it's just not coming back. So when we get down there at Dvorak machine, I'll check back in with you guys. Well, we made it down here, Florida. Dvorak Maximum Performance Engines. This was the home of legendary Dan Dvorak, race engine builder, specialized in Mopars. Dan held many records, both in Super Stock, A Stock, NHRA and IHRA. He was a max wedge guy and a late Hemi guy. And unfortunately, I heard about his passing in 2021. Didn't know what became of the business. And from what the story I heard, his daughters had the place for sale for the last couple of years. And we're trying to get a pretty penny for the real estate, the shop, everything. But nothing ever ended up coming of it. Didn't sell, and it kind of went in disarray. And it's down here in a little town called Waldo, Florida. It's right outside of Gainesville. We're probably only about 15 minutes from Gainesville Raceway, home of the Gator Nationals. But they had a makeshift auction last week on some equipment that I found out about last minute. And we ended up buying some of Dan's old equipment, and went through the shop yesterday. There's motors and parts, and it's just really sad, these old legends, they're getting older, and cycle of life, they're passing away, and no one's left to take over their legacy. But we're gonna go in here in a little bit. The gate's locked right now. It's 8 o'clock Tuesday morning, and we're waiting for him to open up. I rented a forklift yesterday and had him drop it off to ease loading some of the equipment. It's just me and Lisa, my wife today, partner in crime. Anthony's back at the shop, keeping our place rolling. But we'll walk over here. There's a couple old Mopars, and these were in the auction, and they didn't sell. And I'm tempted to bring back this 62 right here. I'm thinking I could probably get it for $100. So here's a Belvedere wagon. This one's similar to Corey Studwell's, Pete and Corey Studwell. I might send them a little message in a little bit. You might want to shoot down here to this rollback and get this sucker for parts. But anyway, we're here. We're gonna load up in a little bit and get in the shop, see what we got, and I'll make a little video as we go through some of the legacy of Dan Dvorak racing engines. Rest in peace, Dan. feel like I'm doing one of those documentaries where the guys go in the old urban decayed buildings, but and nobody's here yet. They're supposed to meet us here at 9, and gate was open, so I just helped myself to the gate. We'll walk around here, see if we can find anything. Maybe old Hemi block laying on the ground or something. Let's walk over here and take a look at these old Mopars a little closer. So I believe this is a 63 or 64. I think it's a 64. Tag on the door says 2002, but I know that can't be right. Door is locked. That push button automatic transmission. Belvedere. There's a motor in there. Uh-oh. The hood's pretty rusty. I don't know if I'm up on my tetanus shot. Small block. That doesn't look OEM. Whew. He's a crusty one. This one here, this one's cool. This is an older one. This must be a 61, 62. It's a Dodge wagon. Probably like a 330 model wagon. Come on, baby. Tell me there's a max wedge under here. Oh, slant 6. Probably runs. Got some cool patina. It's actually not that bad, Door's open on this one. This one isn't that bad. Floor pans are pretty intact. This could be a cool ride right here with a little bit of work. Look at that. That is just badass, the shape of that. California. That quarter's seen better days, but got some crustaceans growing out of it. But it looks workable. My wife looking at me like, don't you dare drag that thing home. It's a motorhome. Bet you that was Dan's old motorhome back in the day. Bet you if that thing could talk, probably pulled a lot of his record-setting super stocks and stockers to the track. It's all just a memory now. Pretty sad. Cool old building, just in disarray. It must have been out of business for quite a while. I know, like I said, he passed away in 2021, but I think the shop was closed a couple years prior to that. Some kind of electric motor on a stand here. Kind of power source for something. That looks like that might have been the old water tank for the maybe for the dyno. Old forklift. Old set of slicks. Stock eliminator, probably. What size are these bad boys? I bet you they're 29 or 30 by 9. Yep. 30 by 9. That would have been your NHRA legal stock eliminator tire. We got a bandsaw back here. I'm just walking around. The building's locked up as nobody's got here yet to open up for us. A Mopar hood of some sort, just hanging on the back here. I know what that is. Oil pump. It might have been maybe one of the chairs when Dan got sick. I heard, he still came to the shop for quite some time after he was, got ill, and he would still try to come to work. And I heard he was still building motors almost up until the time that he passed. It's like an old hot tank. Steel cabinet, old decals on there, perfect circle, B&B. Same thing is. It's been all cleaned out. Nothing left but memories now. Hey, what we got here? A little wood shed. I see some blocks and things. Watch out for the black widows. Whoa, there's a bunch of stuff in here. I'm going to have to take a better look here. Let me turn my camera off on the phone here for a minute so I can turn the light on so I can take a quick peek. Be back at you guys in a little bit.